Hello everyone, and welcome to another Green Carpet Media Heroes of the Storm gameplay. It's me, your host, Trevelyan, and we got another person here. Who's this?
Stincho. You know me well. I like your new name.
Thank you, Trevelyan.
Trevelyan.
Well, we got an interesting game here, Stinch. What's going on here? What's happening?
Well, looks like the other team does not have a tank.
You mean the red team, Stinch? The other team, Stinch is always going. She's got a thing for the blue team, and she is absolutely correct. The red team does not have a tank.
I do enjoy the blue team.
She likes the color blue. This is a pretty fast battle going in here. It looks like we got Arthas is gonna go down, but not before Rhaegar falls here. Oh my God! And it looks like Zul's gonna get a fairy bomb to the face, and Brightwing's gonna do that damage to him. And it looks like the blue team actually loses two people very early on in the game. That was a very interesting skirmish.
Looks like they're blue Avadiva and die.
Exactly. You know what I like about these games, Tim? You know what I like about doing like Team League and Hero League?
Tell me.
I like it because it's just wonky. Just a wonky. Like in Team League and Hero League, you can get like no healers. You can get all DPS, because sometimes they don't communicate. But the funny thing is, I think this is a 5-man team league and a 5 versus another 5-man team league. So they had to actually communicate. So this might be actually the new meta. You have 3, technically I'm doing air quotes right now. You have 3 healers. You got 1 support, which is, of course, Tassadar, and then you got Brightwing and you got Rhaegar. But then you have your Kerrigan, who's like this quasi-tank that she can possibly be a quasi tank if she goes into Maelstrom and she gets that shield and applies that shield and she focuses on Maelstrom. Brightwing might be in trouble here, Stinch, but he does get a chain heal from Rhaegar that is going to save him. Raynor's extremely low. He's probably going to pull back, go to the healing fountain, heal up a little bit. We have there goes Kel, the Zod death right there by Kerrigan.
Wow, that was a quick little death right there.
I know, we didn't even see it.
Yeah,
we just heard it. But Rhaegar also goes down to the north, and we didn't see that one either. It's very interesting because Kerrigan, like I said, she's a quasi-tank, but she can deal her damage. The only downfall to Kerrigan, Stinch, is her mana pool. She uses mana like no one else's business. One team fight, she gets in, she is mana starved in the first 20 seconds. Obviously, I'm over-exaggerating, but it's really bad. Her mana pool goes down super fast, especially because Kerrigan's a combo-type character. She needs to do the drag, she needs to do the impale, and then she does the pounce, So there's a lot of things that she has to do simultaneously to maintain her damage. She's a very interesting. She's going to be a very interesting quasi-tank in this situation because she does need to soak the damage. But I think she'll be able to do it with Rhaegar and Tassadar, especially if Tassadar is providing her shields. I think if they substitute Brightwing for a Malfurion, it'll be even better because Malfurion will be able to give Kerrigan some innervates, which restore her mana. So I think that'd be a good combination. But maybe they banned her out.
Now you're getting crazy with those combinations.
I'm getting crazy, but I do think Kerrigan could make a good tank. Oh, and there goes Raynor. That's probably their main. Damage dealer right there, Stinch. So putting the blue team at a huge disadvantage right now. Rhaegar is able to get that curse, and Zul is in a lot of trouble. It looks like the Pixie is going to take down Zul, and Arthas goes down as well. That's 3 blue team members down to this tankless red team.
Wow.
What do you think about
They know what they're doing. They obviously have planned this out.
I think you're right. I think there was a they were like, let's have fun with it,
Yeah.
Let's just freaking have fun. Go no tanks and go 3 support. 2 assassins, 3 support.
Let's show them what the supports can do.
Exactly. I don't think you find this gameplay in any professional hero match. No one's ballsy enough to go this. I did see one professional gameplay where they had a Murky, and he was the sole, I guess you could say, quote unquote, assassin, even though Murky's a support. But he was the sole assassin, and they had a Tassadar, Medivh. I think there was a Brightwing in there, and what he was doing was he's just bubbling up and just floating around the map and just doing all kinds of crazy damage. I'll never be able to find that game again, but it was super interesting and fascinating. So that was the only amazing professional game I've ever seen. But like I said, Stitch, these Team League games and these Hero Leagues games, they're wonky and crazy, and they lead to just crazy combinations. So the red team is currently 1 curse ahead right now. I should say 1 tribute ahead. Let's see if the blue team can get this curse. Do you think they'll be able to get it?
Well, they're definitely having some trouble, but I'm definitely gonna say that they.
Oh, they're going to have a lot of trouble when Kel'Thuzad gets pounced by that Kerrigan. But Kerrigan, like I said, their quasi-tank has gone down, so they can't really don't have a tank at the moment. Tracer is trying to do as much damage to Arthas. Like I said, she's trying to build up those pulse bomb stacks. Rhaegar is in so much trouble. He's going to go down himself, Stench. Let's see if Tassadar and Brightwing can stall out this tribute here in the middle. They are pretty good stallers, so we'll see if they can maintain that. How do you think they're going to do right now, Stench?
They definitely made the red team run. A lot of them are dying.
Oh, there goes your girl, Queen T. Tracer is down officially. Arthas is really low, but it looks like he isn't going to back out just yet. He feels confident enough to stay in the fight. Uther is trying to go in, but it looks like, look who's back. Kerrigan is back, Stench, and she's trying to do that damage to Arthas. He is at 0.5% health, and everyone's super low on the blue team. Everyone's at half health right now. Tassadar is trying to... Oh, look at Rhaegar's going in for Kel'Thuzad again, and it looks like Uther's going to go down. Rhaegar is just a beast right now, but is he going to be able to take down Rhaenyra? I don't think so, Stench. There goes Rhaegar. He was extremely beast mode right there. Tassadar is going to dimensional shift away, but not before Brightwing comes in with a... what do you call that ability? I don't know. It's, her teleport ability, essentially. And it looks like the red team's actually going to win. The red team actually got that. It looked like they weren't going to do it.
Yeah, they were going down like flies, but...
Yeah, they were. It was like the red team. The red team was like a chameleon hiding in the brush, Stench, and the blue team was like the little flies buzzing around, and the chameleon would, lap them up. We don't have the hockey here, so the analogy doesn't really work. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Chameleon to fly.
Oh yeah.
So
I understand completely.
Yeah. Oh, so look how much damage Tassadar is doing. So Tassadar in right now, Stench, is actually kind of like the main assassin for the red team, which Tassadar could possibly be, especially since Tassadar went the auto attack build. So that's a really interesting thing that Tassadar could possibly. Not only is he a support that provides those shields, but he can also be kind of an assassin as well. So he's like a quasi assassin. There is no way Zul's going to get out of this. The whole red team's on him. There's going to be the pull, and the whole red team's on him, including an ultra listings. It looks like Kerrigan did not go the a Maelstrom build. Instead, she went with the Ultralisk, which is a super interesting build in my opinion. You never see Kerrigans go that build because it's not really that good.
Right.
It's not that good. So why go that build?
Because because they know how to play that build.
I mean, you could be right, Stans. Kerrigan goes in for a leap, but it looks like Kerrigan gets an ancestral, or Tracer gets an ancestral heal, and she is all over Uther. I don't think Uther's going to get out of here, but it looks like Zul does a pick onto Uther. Tracer is so low because of Zul's Poison Nova. Everyone dropped extremely low, but she was going to get a heal from Rhaegar, brought her back up. So she is kind of in dire straits right now, but we'll see if Rhaegar can do another chain heal onto her. It's kind of an interesting push-pull scenario. It looks like Kel'Thuzad did go down, and Zul also went down as well. It looks like the red team is extremely healthy. Everyone's at half health. Even Arthas is at half health. So Arthas is, compared to the health pools with the red team, compared to the health pool of Arthas, it's just not even fair. It looks like the red team is going to claim their first curse here, Stench.
It does. They are definitely more into the blue territory now. So blue really needs to step it up if they're going to come back.
Absolutely. It looks like the red team has already claimed the south fort, and it looks like they're working on this middle fort as well. Tracer's going to pull up to the north and try to poke down that northern fort. So it looks like they're kind of splitting their damage here. Rhaegar is probably going to pull back here because his work is done. He doesn't need to get another fort. He's going to try to let his siege camps do his damage. He is instead going to rotate to the middle to help Kerrigan, Tassadar, and Brightwing take on this Arthas. Is Arthas going to be able to escape? That Ultralisk wants his soul, Stench. He wants it so bad. Look at him go.
Oh, he can taste it.
He can taste it, yes. The Ultralisk is fascinating. It's just so fun to watch, like ultimates that no one ever goes. There goes the Northern Fort. Tracer did her job as well. All factions of the red team took care of what they were supposed to do, and the curse ends in 3, 2, 1. The blue team needs to gather up now, Stench, and really think about what they need to do to win this game.
This is This is just a trampling over him right now.
A trumpling over?
A trumpling.
A Donald Trump?
A Donald Trumpling over.
This is going to be the best game. Right now, they are pulling the boss with so much force. It is amazing. But the red team is also doing the exact same team up north, so they are going to get, the blue team's going to get their boss, and the red team's going to get their boss. It's a little bit more pertinent for the blue team to defend the boss, while the red team probably, I'm not saying they will, but they probably will attack that northern lane with their boss camp, because while the fort will go down in the south, most likely, Cinch, that boss will probably not make it to the keep. So the red team is doing exactly what I think they're going to do. They might get the siege camp, but maybe it looks like they're not. They're going to take down Kel'Thuzad, and he cannot catch a break this game, Cinch.
He is definitely getting taken down every which way.
Exactly, and the blue team needs his damage. He can't just keep dying like that. If it isn't Kel'Thuzad dying, it's Raynor dying. So look at that. Uther goes down as well. That's another heal. He's in Gauge form, so he still will heal up a little bit, but he will go away in just a second. It looks like Zul's going to go down as well. This fight is turning south for the blue team, Stench.
I think I'm gonna call it now.
You gonna call it now, Stench?
GG, man. GG.
You calling it GG?
Personally,
I think Kel'Thuzad is back, and I think the death timers are still small enough to where, I mean, there goes Arthas, and that's their primary tank, and Kel'Thuzad gets a nice pulse bomb on the booty. Mm-hmm. He was running away. Tracer attached that to his little butt cheeks, and he exploded, but he didn't die. But it looks like the red team is backing out, Stitch. But are you saying this is GG, like, metaphorically? Like, you think it's...
Yeah, I think that, look how far they have pushed them. Every corner they are taking them down.
That is extremely true. How do you think the not having a tank and having 3 support is treating the red team?
They are doing surprisingly well for no tank. I mean, they really are doing their teamwork thing together.
That is very true. They seem to know what they're doing. They're very much in sync. They're not like they're more in sync, not so much the Backstreet Boys, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? So they're really
both good.
Yeah, both good, but in sync.
No in sync.
No in sync. But you can see that when they're pushing, they split. They're confident enough that their 3-man team can take on anything that comes their way. So Rhaegar can go down south, Tracer can go up north, take those forts, and they're fully confident that each team can split up, come back. Look at this. Arthas is too far out right now, Stench. He's getting caught out by the team. He has to back out. He's already at half health. Kerrigan wants blood. The Ultralisk wants blood, but the Ultralisk is going to go down. Zul's going to pop his Poison Nova. It looks like so much damage is being done, but Zul is going to go down right now. Raynor is getting so low, and Arthas is going down. I think Raynor needs to pull back. I think Uther needs to pull back. I think they just need to survive right now, defend at the middle keep, and do what they can. Wait until those death timers come back around. Raynor does not have his self-heal ability. It's already been popped. So defending at this middle keep is the best possible thing that they can do. It looks like they are just pulling Rhaegar up to north to get the tribute while the rest of the team goes. There goes Kel'Thuzad again, Stench. Kel'Thuzad can, and there goes Raynor.
He doesn't have any stay power.
Do you think Uther's going to be able to escape here? No, he doesn't. He gets taken down. The only person alive is Zul. Zul does not have his ultimate for another 40 seconds, but honestly, I think the Frost Mages were probably a better bet in this situation. I think Frost Mages would have had the slowing capabilities on top of Arthas' slow to just do the damage that they needed to do. I don't think Zul is enough to prevent what's going to be happening right now. The whole 5-man team is pushing. Arthas is going down. There's the grab from Kerrigan bringing him. There's the Ultras wanting some Zul booty, but he goes down really fast.
Get that booty.
See, that's the thing with the Ultras. He goes down so fast if he gets focused. So, I mean, he's almost pointless. But Zul is getting caught out by a force wall. He's not going to be able to escape, and that's GG, Stench. It was a very fast game.
Yes.
I think what happened with the blue team is that they'd always be an assassin down. One assassin would always be caught out. If it was Raynor, if it wasn't Raynor, it was Kel'Thuzad. If it wasn't Kel'Thuzad, it was Raynor.
Yeah, They were not healing like they should have been healing, and they're backing out when they should have been.
I think it was such a like I said. I mean, the red team came with such a wonky composition. How do you go about stopping that? You know, like how do you go about?
It was so out there that you weren't able to do it.
Exactly. You don't really know who to focus. It's like, oh, let me get a healer, but there's 2 other healers doing what they do, heal. And it's like, oh, let me get an assassin, but we can't take down the assassin because there's 3 healers healing. So what exactly do we do? We're always a man down. We can't really do what we need to do. And then, you know, your whole team just dominoes. You know, it snowballs into something that you really don't want.
Right. They didn't know what to focus on, and that was their downfall.
That's exactly right. So, Stench, how many subscribers do we have?
You know, we got 1 new subscriber.
We got 1 new subscriber out there.
Yeah.
I want to give it out to Nestor. I think that's how we pronounce it. Is that how you pronounce it? Nestor?
I think so. Nestor.
Yeah,
Nestor.
thank you for subscribing, Nestor. We really appreciate it. And leave a comment, leave a like if you want to, or don't. We don't really care, but it'd be nice. We'd read your comments if you did. Post one. You can post really anything, and we would definitely read it.
Anything.
Yeah, literally anything. But yeah, thanks for the subscription. If any of you guys want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button or whatever.
Don't be to force you, but do it.
You better hit that subscribe button. But yeah, this game was brought to you by a hot slog and is brought to you by SpyXY or Spixy. It's spelled SPYXY, and thank you for SpyXY or Spixy. Thank you for uploading this replay. We really appreciate it. And if you have a replay out there, send them to greencarpetmail@gmail.com. That's greencarpetmail@gmail.com. And me and Stench here, or just me, or whoever, will cast it. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys in the next great adventure.
Yeah.